Hey everyone, welcome back or welcome to my YouTube channel. I'll be talking about volume and how it could be a very helpful tool when trading. Volume has been used as an indicator since the beginning of trading, like since Tulip Mania, and it's something that can't easily be manipulated. I personally use volume as an indicator, and I'm sure a lot of successful traders has too. And you could use volume for pretty much all styles of trading, such as day trading, swing trading, shorting, scalping, etc., and even for long term within any market. And overall, it's just a good basic to keep in mind when you're trading. I'll be covering the different rules and laws used in volume, using my favorite analogies from the VPA book written by Anna Colling. First of all, what is volume? Volume is the amount of times a stock is bought or sold within a candle, and the candle could be in any time frame, like 5-minute, 15-minute, hour, 2-hour, 4-hour, and it's shown in nearly every brokerage platform. Now let me explain to you the basic rules and laws in volume. The first one is supply and demand, and this is one of the most known laws created by Adam Smith. And it's basically when if there's less supply than there is demand, then the price of the stock will go up. And if there's more supply than there is demand, then the price will go down. Next, cause and effect. Volume is just a matter of cause and effect. In order for there to be an effect on a price, there must be a cause to push the stock price up or down. So if the cause is large, then the price will move large. But if the cause is small, then the price will move small. Next, there's effort versus result. Similar to Isaac Newton's law of physics, every amount of effort should have an equal opposite reaction. You could apply this law by analyzing if the chart you're looking at is maintaining this law. For example, if you're looking at some bullish candles, and in the bottom, or wherever the volume is just as big and bullish as the candles you're looking at, then the chart is valid. But if you're looking at a bullish set of candles and there's little to no volume, then that means that there might be an anomaly and that the stock price is being manipulated. Next, analogies from the VPA book. The first analogy I'll be talking about is the rain slowly dropping. In the analogy of the rain slowly dropping, the rain can represent the buyers. Let's say it's a normal sunny day, but then all of a sudden clouds start blowing in and you start to feel a little drizzle. Then as the time goes on, more and more rain starts heavily raining down. This analogy represents when a stock is starting to have a reversal pattern, because at first the stock was normal, but then you start seeing signs of abnormal amounts of volume coming in, which can be used as a signal to take an entry on a stock. Next, the twisting car analogy. This analogy is pretty much just cause and effect. When you take a friction-powered toy car and you twist it a little bit, then the car won't move as much. But when you take the toy car and you twist it a lot, then it will move much more farther. This analogy is pretty much talking about cause and effect, and how, for example, a lot of buying pressure is going to move the stock a lot, but if there's not so much, then the stock won't move as far. And same goes for selling pressure. The next analogy is a car driving up an icy hill. Let's say a car is trying to make it up an icy hill. It's going up the hill, but the hill is keep getting steeper and steeper, and the car has to use more of its energy. And at some point, the car will be going full power and just be staying in the same place. This represents the stock price reaching its max point. And you could tell it's reached the peak because the candle on the top of the peak has a lot of volume, but it's barely moving. This is because there's probably a lot of people selling to cash in their profits, or people starting to short the stock. So this could be a good indicator for you to sell as well. Next, the rumor of the widgets. Imagine a man, let's call him Jim, who owns a company and he buys and sells widgets. Jim owning this company gave him a privileged perspective on how the stock price movement is managed. And let's say Jim's company is the only company in the state that distributes widgets and has been buying and selling widgets for years. And let's say Jim wasn't making much margins from buying and selling these widgets. So Jim, being clever, he decided to tell his neighbor that gossips a lot that widgets will soon be in short supply. Then, as the news spreads, people start to panic and start to buy up these widgets from Jim for higher and higher prices. Soon, Jim runs out of all his stock on the widgets, and he needs to find a way to buy back his widgets for a cheaper price. So to do so, he confirms a rumor that a much bigger widget distribution company is going to set shop in that area. People start to go back to his store, panically trying to sell their widgets back to Jim before it becomes useless. So he is able to buy back his widgets for a cheaper price. This analogy helps describe what can go on when misleading news is being purposely pushed out to bring a stock up or down so that they could either sell high or buy low. And it pretty much just shows how insiders create misleading news for their benefit, making the most of your average trader. Anyways, I hope this video was able to help you guys better understand volume. And it's just a good practice to keep in mind while you're trading. And of course, there's more to volume than what I included in this video. So I recommend you guys read the VPA book written by Anna Coling, because it's taught me a lot and it goes much more in depth in volume and what you need to know. And also, I'm sorry if I've been kind of inconsistent with posting my videos. I've just been pretty busy. But don't worry, because there will be a lot more videos coming up, so stay tuned. Please like and subscribe, and if you guys have any comments, questions, or suggestions, put it down in the video. Bye!